Joined here with Sam Collett today, who has just had a ride on a horse very special to her in Qiji Swordsman. He's here with his racecourse cap on today, but he wears a few other hats. Can you tell us a bit about that?
So Matt's a special horse to me because obviously I rode him during his 2 and 3 year old career when he started off with Nigel Tiley, and I always loved him. He just had a really good outlook, and me sort of dabbling in a wee bit of the equestrian side of things in my spare time, I always thought that would probably be a fantastic career for him when he finished racing. And after his sort of 3-year-old season, his owners at the time, they didn't want to sort of continue with him, and so I brought him off Gavel House, and that's sort of like a long story in its own because it almost cost me a small fortune because I'm an amateur bidder. So he joined me in the end of March last year, so just before lockdown, and I sort of turned him out and then just tried to start him again and teach him all the things you need to become a good sport horse, because he's a really awesome moving horse, and he's super athletic, and he's just so quiet, and he's just got a really neat personality.
What are you doing in the feed room? Back, please. Get back in your house. Get out of there. Hurry up, back in your box. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
So he sort of mucked around with him over the winter. He did a bit of show jumping, and he went out to the beach a few times and just sort of learnt to just be a normal old horse for a bit. Sort of got to the point where I'd done a little bit of work, just like acupuncture and lots of physio, just stuff to try and work through his growing pains more than anything. And he started to become quite like full of himself. He was becoming a bit of a handful to deal with. So I sort of was like, oh, bugger it, I'll put him back into work, because I know that he likes good ground. So it was sort of an appropriate time, and I sort of couldn't train him myself, so I thought I should probably give him to Dad to train. And I'd said to Dad, like, just bring him up and just see how he comes along. The main thing is that he has to want to enjoy what he's doing, and obviously I ride him most mornings, and I muck around. It takes me like 45 minutes to work, and it's so painful, but I love it, and it's really like the highlight of my morning, and he seems just so enthusiastic about his work, and he's gone 2 super runs this time in now, and I mean, it's not about him winning a race for me. Like, he's not going to make me money, but that's not what it's about. And he's here, and he's wanting to be competitive, and that's the main thing. It's really cool to be able to have him with Dad, and he enjoys it, and I just go out there and just can sort of make it up as I go, really. So it's no pressure for me. But whatever happens with him after this preparation, like, he comes back and becomes my sport horse again. So it's really cool, and it really sort of adds a little bit of excitement, or more excitement, to my days, and gets me out of bed in the morning. So yeah.
He really looked like he was loving it out there, as did you. Do you notice a shift in his demeanour, say, from a race day compared to like an equestrian show or anything like that?
Yeah, most definitely. He's become quite he's aggressive in nature, but not like in a nasty way, but he really wants to get on. He sort of gets up on the bridle and he drags me around, and he gets his ears back like he's trying to intimidate someone, but he's really all rubbish. Like, he couldn't scare anybody, except he did try and kill one of my chickens once because they were trying to eat his feed. So apart from that, he's not really got a nasty bone in his body, but like you could see, like today coming up the straight, he sort of burst through like he was going to win, and then he just got a little bit tired. So I'll probably have to do a bit more work with him maybe, and not feed him so many carrots.
And by the sounds of things, am I right in saying that he's got a forever home with you once he does finish his racing?
Yeah, like, I'm really fortunate in my position that, like, Sean and I, we've got a little bit of land, and I've got 2 horses at home. Another one's also an ex-race horse that I've had a little bit to do with, and one's like a crossbred. So I really enjoy it. It's like a more mental break for me than anything. So yeah, he'll be with me forever. Yeah.